Hey guys, it's Leo. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm doing a very highly requested video. Of course, it's my June plan with me. This month's theme is Ladybugs. I'm super excited for this month. And in this first little segment, I decided to show you guys how I draw the ladybugs. How I draw my ladybugs is I start out with a circle. I draw two humps on the side with a line in the middle. And then underneath that two humps where there's a gap, I draw a little rounded circle. For the heads, I just do a normal circle and underneath I always do a little divot so that it looks like the head is more part of the body. And then of course I top it off with the antenna. Alright, so now starting on with the cover page, I decided to do a rounded circle of ladybugs around my June lettering. I just decided to do a cursive font for this month, and I thought it suited the theme better. So for my inspiration, I got it from a girl on Instagram, and her username is bujo__enthusiast. She has super cute stuff. Go check her out. And right now I'm just using my Sakura Pigment Micron in the plastic nib thickness to outline all my ladybugs. And then right now I am using my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen to color in all of the heads and the bodies of some of the ladybugs. I really liked using this pen because it's able to kind of get all the different thicknesses of lines and color everything in. You can make it have a very more thick line, or you can have it make a thinner line. So it worked really well for coloring all of the little details in the head and the other parts of the body. And I would definitely recommend getting this pen for this setup. And then after I outlined everything, I started coloring all the ladybugs in with this ruby red color. It's a Crayola Super Tip, and I really liked this red. I just think that these ladybugs turned out super cute. But after I used the light red, I used a darker red for all of the ladybugs that had a splayed out wing pattern. And then now I'm just going in with my Sakura Pigment Micron in like the graphic one and just putting a lot of dots all over the ladybugs to make them look like ladybugs. I messed up, so I tried to cover that up, but it didn't end up working. And then right now I'm just going over and shadowing all of these ladybugs. I used my darker red Crayola Super Tip for this, and it just gave all the ladybugs more dimension and made them look more real. After that, I just used my Sakura Jelly Roll pen, white pen, to give them little highlights on their face and then some on their wings. And it just really made it have more dimension. I also used that to do little dots on the letters in the center to make it look more like a ladybug. And I think this cover page is done and also super cute. For my quote this month, I also took inspiration from that same person on Instagram. And her quote that she used was "bitten by the summer bug," and I thought it was a super cute quote. So what I did was I kind of just used my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen throughout of it and did some just bigger letters for the bitten and the summer, and then did some calligraphy for the by and the bug. What I decided to do for the word "the" in this quote was just make it look like a ladybug, and I think that added a really cute touch to the kind of plain black quote that I did. But I really liked how that turned out, and then underneath it I added some leaves with the ladybugs on them, and then I ended up using my Crayola Super Tip green color to color all the leaves in. You'll see in the rest of the theme that I do not color the leaves in because I think it looks better, but for the quote page, I decided to color them in. And then on top, you'll see I just add a few leaves as well. All right, now turning the page to the calendar spread. I really like the layout that I used last month with the vertical calendar since I don't have many things to do. So I decided to go with that layout again because it worked for me. So what I'm just doing is creating the box with the letters of the week going down one side of the column and the numbers going down the other. This worked well with two sides for me because I have my YouTube and Instagram stuff and then my personal stuff. So now I'm just drawing some ladybugs. I have this one really big one on the right displayed out flying, and then on the top I did some leaves with ladybugs sitting on them, and that's kind of the calendar. For my mood and habit tracker this month, I decided to keep my habit tracker the same as the previous 2 months by just having a box with the numbers going 1 through 30 down the column and then putting my habits in those different spaces. But I decided for the mood tracker to do 30 ladybugs, which took me a really long time to draw, and what I'll do is just color them in the color of the mood that I'm feeling that day. I just drew a ton of ladybugs, just like the same ones on the cover page, but instead of coloring them in, I, of course, left them blank so that I could color them in later. And because I didn't think you guys wanted to see me drawing bajillion ladybugs, I cut some of them out. And then I'm just numbering all of the ladybugs so that I know which days are which, and decided to color in all of the little black heads and bodies in. I also find that just adding this now will be a little easier for me later so that I don't have to color everything in. And I also cut this part, some of these, because they're really boring to watch. But this is pretty much the mood and habit tracker for this month. I hope you guys think that it turned out as well as I did, but I'm really excited to fill this in so that at the end of the month I'll just have a ton of ladybugs. For my weekly spread this week, I just decided to off camera do these little grid spaces for my online school stuff because they're pretty easy, self-explanatory, just 6 boxes with some headers that I just did in the colors of the month, which are red and green. And then I did my personal tasks header and online school headers. I just drew some ladybugs on the top crawling and then some ladybugs on the bottom with some leaves as well, just to tie it all together. This weekly spread is super cute and easy to doodle and draw, so I hope you guys like this weekly spread. It turned out great for me and I'm so excited to use it. this is the final flip through of the month of June, my bullet journal setup. It turned out great. I'm really happy with how it ended up looking like. And if you do recreate this theme, make sure to tag me on my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.